Aquarius, welcome. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. It's your weekly read. I'm going to keep them a little short this week. We're going to do the Linestrider Tarot, and then we'll do 3 Oracle decks. Love and Magic Oracle deck, Making Magic deck, and the Fortune Cookie deck. This is a general reading for Aquarius, placement Sun, Moon, Rising. And let's see what we have for Aquarius. Strength, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful energy here for you, Aquarius. You're really getting into your stride. Sorry, this light is really washing the cards up. And the art is so beautiful. So, let's see. Let's see the 2 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. And the Strength card. Get that one to focus. So, you're really owning your power now, it seems, and that's so important. It's giving you a financial freedom that you maybe have not known or haven't in a while. This sort of autonomy of spirit that comes from knowing you're paying your own way, that you aren't relying on anyone, you aren't beholden to anyone, because you are supporting yourself here. And that gives you a freedom and more choices, and allows you, a little bit counterintuitively perhaps, to have a really good partnership, to have a really good connection with someone in your life, intimately, whether that's romantically or not. You can really come to the table as an equal now, and that feels beautiful to you. And it should, because you've really, it seems, energetically, it seems like you've earned that space where you are able to stand alone. You're not codependent in this partnership in any way, emotionally, financially, at all. You're able to be there as equals. It's beautiful. Your Love and Magic Oracle deck card. Everything is happening in the perfect time for you. Remember that it's way better to have things in increments than having it all at once. So this is sort of advising you, if you've been feeling like, it's not enough, you haven't been able to really, I don't know why it's not focusing. It's terrible. Look at that. All right. If you feel like you haven't really been able to enjoy, my throat's kind of clogging up. There's a message there. 1 second. Pardon me. It almost feels like what's coming through with this card today is that you have, you feel like you've had things to say, and you've wanted to say them all. Let's just sit down and just let me say it all. Just get it all out there. And Spirit is saying that's not necessary. Something in you is thinking that's the right way to do this. Let's just put it all out there right now. And though that may be the right approach in some situations, Spirit's saying in this case it's not. What's better is to parse it out, to share the good over time, the same way that you might share the criticisms over time, so that you're not overwhelming neither party's overwhelming the other in this case, and that it's okay if you don't have it all right now, if you're not, in the perfect partnership right now. You're working on it, you're building it together, one conversation at a time. Let's take a look at your Making Magic deck. Pardon the noise, I've got my window open because it got a little warm in here. We have the elements. Now this is a symbol and a message that's meant to help you in manifesting positive outcomes this week. The elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. So in this, in your independence and autonomy, you are also able to partner, and you are also able to have that connection. But it is very important that you focus on your boundaries. So you may want to pause. This one's not too complicated. Some of them are quite in detail. But you may want to pause the video and draw this symbol down. Take a few moments and meditate each day. Recreate this symbol and focus on the intention of having strong and helpful boundaries, creating powerful protective sphere around you spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. You may have a tendency to lose yourself in a partnership, and this is saying for the success that you're seeking, to keep that good vibe you've got going on right now, where you're not feeling codependent at all, as you're building this partnership out, keep those boundaries. The lack of boundaries is not love, folks. That's not. They do not equate, okay? You can love someone deeply and be in partnership with them, in equal partnership with them, and still have your boundaries. So that's what is coming through from Spirit this week for you, Aquarius. Let's see what we have here. And the azurite keeps popping down there. Happened to someone else as well. There may be something about azurite that could be helpful for you. Look up the properties of that stone this week at some point. Wisdom. To focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. Beautiful. Because if you are dealing with a relationship where there has been codependence in the past and you're feeling really good right now and you want to try again with this relationship in a space that's healthy, where you have your boundaries and they have theirs, and neither of you tries to break down the boundaries the other has set, you could find that your past relationships improve significantly, and there may be wisdom available to you from someone who has been through a difficult, challenging situation similar to your own, where you can have both. You really can. You can have that wonderful feeling in that Nine of Pentacles and the wonderful feeling in the Two of Cups. I truly believe you can. But it isn't simple. It doesn't just happen without effort, and it doesn't happen if you try to get there in a shorthand fashion, taking a lot of shortcuts. So that's what I have for you this week, Aquarius. Thanks for being here. I will have longer readings next time. If you're in the U.S., have a safe and happy holiday weekend, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.